In Python programming, sometimes we use number with decimal places, sometimes without decimal places. Somewhere we put the single quotes or double quotes, or sometimes we even don't put the single or double quotes. So, why is it so? It all depends on data types. Today, in this session, we will learn what is data type. First of all, let us learn what do we mean by the word data type. Every value belongs to a specific data type in Python. Data type identifies the type of data which a variable can hold and the operations that can be performed on those datas. I would like to explain you with the help of an example. Suppose I want to find out the average marks of particular student. What will I do? I will sum up all the marks in all the subjects. Then we will divide it by number of subjects. This way we will be able to find out the average marks. But now suppose we have address of first student and address of second student. I use plus operator, so address 1 plus address 2. Will it be equal to the address 3 or the address of the third student? No, not at all. It means what? Calculations can be performed on numeric data but not on non-numeric data. It was little bit funny to add the address, that question, that example, but it is truth. Just to explain you कि what operations can be performed on that particular data. It will be decided by data types. So in Python, we have following types of data types: numbers, sequences, sets, none, and mappings. We will not discuss all the data types right now. We will only discuss about numeric and sequence. So numbers are of three types: integer, floating point. Integer means numbers without decimal places. Floating point means we have decimal numbers. And gradually we will be learning complex, string, list and tuples in this session. Let us learn about number data type. Number data type stores numeric values only. It is further classified into three different data types: int, float and complex. Int means integer numbers without decimal places. It can be 0, it can be positive, or it can be negative. What about float values? Float means decimal numbers, that is numbers with decimal points. It can be 0, it can be positive, or it can be negative even. Now what about complex numbers? In class 10th, you must have learnt about those types of expressions which have iota. For example, I can say x plus iota y or 3 plus 4 iota, like this. And what about boolean? Boolean is also the number data type. Boolean means either true or false, either 0 or 1. So boolean data type, which is also known as bool. It is a unique data type consisting of two constants. First is true and second is false. Here true and false are keywords. We have learned keywords which have some special meaning. So boolean true value is non-zero. Boolean false is 0. Here we will note true T is capital letters and false F is in capital letters. Python is case sensitive, so we have to take in consideration of the case also. Till now in Python, you have learnt how many functions? 4. Name them: print, input, int and float. One more functions you are going to learn today, that is type function. And what is the purpose of type function? It will tell you the data type of a particular object or the variable. Suppose in the example here you can see in the box, it is written quantity is equals to 10. So I want to find out the data type of this variable quantity. So to find out what we have to do, we have to use which function? type function. So how we came to know that it is the function? With the help of parenthesis. So type, in the parenthesis you are writing the name of the variable, and what will be the result? What will be displayed? Just see in the box itself, class int. It means the data type for quantity is int. Next example, price is equals to minus 1921.9. And when I write type price, what is the answer for it? It is float. Why float? Because the number is in decimal point. Till now in Python, we have learnt about variables. Variables were capable of holding a single value. Variables of simple data types like integer, float, boolean, etc. hold a single value. But such variables are not useful to hold multiple data values. For example, names of months in a year. How many months are there in a year? 12. So can I store 12 names in a single variable? Not possible. Generally in a class, we have 40 to 45 students. Can I store the 45 names in a single variable? No. We have to find out some solution to that problem. Here we have so many different data types for this purpose. So for this, Python provides sequence data types like strings, list, tuples and mapping data type dictionaries. Is it clear to you? So whenever we have to store multiple values, we will not use variables. Instead, we will be using sequence data types. A Python sequence is an ordered collection of items where each item is indexed by an integer value. Three types of sequence data types available in Python are string, list and tuples. Strings we have already used in Python programming. We have created the variables. For example, name is equals to Geeta and we have enclosed Geeta in double quotes. So what is string? String is a group of characters. How many characters are there in Geeta? 5. So one string consists of 5 characters here in my case. So string is a group of characters. These characters may be alphabets, digits or some special characters including spaces. Space is also a character. Suppose I use @ or hash or hyphen, they all are characters. String values are enclosed either in single quotation marks. For example, here we have written as hello in single quotes, or in double quotation marks. For example, hello. Both are correct. Either we use single quotes or we use double quotes. The quotes are not the part of the string. They are used to mark the beginning and the end of the string. For the interpreter we already know how it works. For example, we consider here str1. str1 is what? It is a variable. Equal to is what? Assignment operator. And hello friend is the value. So hello friend is in single quotes. So what assignment operator do? Assignment operator always assigns right hand side value to the left hand side. So what will be the value of str1? It will be hello friend. And if I use type function on str1, it will give me string. str2 is equals to 452. Though it is a number, but it is enclosed in double quotes. So it is converted into a string. We cannot perform numerical operations on string. Even when the string contains a numeric value, 452 is a number, but still it cannot be used for calculation. Suppose I say 452 plus 8. Will it give me 460? No, it will not give me 460. Why? Because, once again repeating it, numerical operations are not allowed on strings. When we have to store complete information of a student at one place, like registration number, name of the student, father's name, address, phone number, class, section, and these things are to be stored together. So number of variables will not be created at one place, we have to keep it. So for that we have to create a list. So what is a list? List is a sequence of items separated by commas, and items are enclosed in square brackets. Note that items may be of different data types. I will explain you here with the help of an example. See the next box, hash to create a list. Hash is what? It is a comment. Comments are used to increase the readability of a program. They are non-executable statements. They are itself not executed. They are not the part of the code. So here we have written 3 greater than signs. It is known as Python prompt. So list1 is equals to, how is list created? With the help of square brackets. So here you can see we have put the square brackets. In that we are giving the different values 5, 3.4, New Delhi, 20C, 45. So what we said, list is capable of holding values of different data types. Here you can see so many different data types are there, integer, decimal, string. So it is a mixture of all the data types.